Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Ella Dishes It Out. Okay, today we're going to be making a beautiful stuffed pork loin. It's called pork roulade. Okay, so let's get started. First we're going to learn how to open up our pork loin so that we can stuff it. So it's going to call for 4 cuts. Okay, we're going to have 1 cut down the center. Just go all the way down the center. Okay, till you get, you don't want to cut all the way through, but you want to cut close to through. Okay, you don't want to cut it all the way to the bottom, but you want to cut it close to it. Okay, so we got it close to it. Okay, so you got your 2 little V sections here. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go to the bottom of this V section and you're going to cut all the way through. All the way through. You might have to go back and do it again, you know, because you're butterflying it, is basically what you're doing to it, opening it up. Butterflying is what I call it. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on this side. Go almost all the way down with your knife. This is my first time doing this, so guys, bear with me if you've done it a million times before and yours turns out better than mine. Just bear with me on that. And this is still kind of frozen too, so that makes it a little bit more harder to cut. So that's it. Looks like I can butterfly it a little bit more on this side because this side is really thick. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to butterfly it a little bit more on this side. Okay, see what I'm doing? Trying to get it to be flat. So usually it only calls for 4 cuts, but since this is my first time, you know, it's not perfect. All right, now, what you can do to make all these parts even is you can get a mallet and try to hammer it out. So I'm gonna do that too. So let me go grab my mallet. Grab my mallet. I'm gonna try to hammer it out a little bit so it'll be as even as possible. Call for some real hard hitting. So I'm gonna hammer this out and I'll come back because I don't want you guys to endure all this noise. Okay, so guys, I'm back. I've got it all hammered out, smashed out, and as even as I can get it possible, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna roll it up. Actually, I'm gonna season it with a little kosher salt and a little pepper. So a little kosher salt on there. And I'm gonna grab some pepper. Some pepper on there. All over. Okay. Then I'm just gonna roll it up and put it in the refrigerator for about 3 hours. And we're gonna cook this. I'm not gonna trim the fat. We're gonna cook this with the fat side down. So I'm gonna grab a plastic bag. Stuff this in the plastic bag and let it sit in the refrigerator for about 2 to 3 hours while you prepare your other ingredients. Okay? So just do that. You got your meat ready. And it's going to call for some breadcrumbs, or you could just take a slice of bread and chop it up into small pieces. You're going to chop up 1 small onion. You're going to chop up 1 1/2 small apples. And you're going to chop up some celery, a cup of celery. And then that'll be the ingredients that you'll use in the stuffing. Okay? So we will be back once this meat is ready and everything's prepared. Okay guys, I'm back and this is the ingredients that's going to be stuffed into the pork roulade. Okay, so we've got breadcrumbs, like 1 slice of breadcrumbs, or maybe 2 slices. I think I used 2 slices. We've got diced apples, okay? We've got onions. We've got 1 stalk of celery here, okay? We've got sausage that I've already browned, pork sausage. We've got bacon that I've already cooked. We have 2 cloves of garlic, minced garlic, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, sage, fresh rosemary and fresh thyme, butter, 2 tablespoons of butter, chicken broth. Got our chicken broth. Okay? And then we've got an extra apple we can use to garnish. Bella's in the picture. Bella has her pajamas on because they had crazy day today at school, so she wanted to wear her pajamas. And her hair, we just let her put 2 bows in her hair, and we just let her hair look crazy today. So that's why her hair looks like that, guys. All right, so Bella, you guys know Bella, that's my granddaughter. So anyway, we're getting ready to put all of this stuff together. So we'll be back, or we're gonna move over to the stove, start mixing stuff together. Okay, now we're back, we're over by the stove. We're gonna get this butter and this bread mixture mixed together. So we're gonna let the butter melt really quickly. So I moved everything over here. We've got our onions and our bell peppers. We're gonna put those in after we put the bread in. And then we're going to, actually we're gonna do that first. We're gonna add the onions and the bell peppers first. Okay, so get those all good and soft and white. I think I'm just gonna pour them in there.
Yeah, let's pour them in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Pour it in there off this chopping board.
It's a chop board. You chop stuff on it.
Yeah. So we set that aside.
You set that right there.
I'm gonna get this ready first. I'm gonna stick the bread in there with it so it can all just cook together.
It sounds good, Ella.
Say Granny.
Granny.
You know I'm your granny. Okay. We're gonna set that to the side. I'm gonna grab a spoon over here, one of these wooden spoons. We're gonna work on getting this mixture ready. This is going to be the stuffing for our pork roulade.
Looks pretty good so far.
So far, so good.
Yum.
So you're supposed to just cook the bread till it's soft, and the onions and peppers till they're soft.
Soft like a marshmallow.
Yeah, kind of like a marshmallow.
Soft like squish. Marshmallow.
I'm going to pour a little pepper over this.
Ooh, pepper.
Yeah, add a little pepper. And I hope I don't start sneezing because you guys know how I am with this pepper. Always makes me sneeze, huh, Bella? Always makes me sneeze.
Now we're going to do the baking.
We'll do the... Okay, I'm back. Okay, so next we're going to mix in the apples. 1½ whole apples, diced, peeled and diced. Apples always go good with pork. Okay, so we're stirring this all together with the apples. Next we're going to add the sausage mixture. And the bacon mixture. Bacon pieces. Put all that together. We're going to stir this all together. And there you have, basically you have your stuffing. That's what you're going to use for your pork. Just make sure it's thoroughly mixed together. Okay, I'll turn the stove off. Making sure I'm mixing it all together. Okay, I'm going to do a taste test. Time to taste. See? Tastes really good. That apple's going to make a difference in everything.
Can I try some?
Sure. It's hot. There's a piece of the apple. How's that taste?
Good.
The apple and the bacon together tastes really good, huh? All right. So it's ready, guys. I'll come back with the pork and we'll stuff it in a few minutes.
In a few minutes.
Okay, we've taken our pork back out of the refrigerator that we cut open, butterfly. So this is it, and we're getting ready to stuff it with our stuffing mixture.
Yum.
Okay, so we're gonna open it up. I'm gonna go to the stove and get the stuffing mixture that we have. Okay. And I'm just gonna pour it on top. Probably have too much stuffing mixture, but it's okay. You're supposed to stay at least an inch away from the edges with the stuffing mixture. So we're gonna put it all to the sides as far as we can, except for an inch from the edge.
Because if it's at the edge of the edge,
It may fall out.
Yep.
We're just gonna put as much as we can on there. My hand is getting tired, so I'm gonna have to lay this down right here. My wrist was getting tired of holding this pan. It's kind of heavy. Okay, put some more.
Are we gonna use all of it?
No, I don't think we're gonna use it all, because it's quite a bit. Quite a bit of stuffing.
Maybe a few more taps.
Put some right there. A little bit right there on that edge.
Not too close.
About an inch away from the edge, guys, because we gotta roll this up. Okay, so we're gonna put this stuffing mix to the side. Now I cut 7 of these baker strings, okay? So I'm gonna put those underneath this. 7 of them. 1. Wish I could move this, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to move it. I should have put this string down first. But I wasn't thinking ahead of time. Okay, may not need all 7 of these strings, just depends. Okay,
Maybe
so
just 5.
we're gonna start rolling, okay? Gonna roll, and roll.
Yeah, whoa.
Don't roll the string in with it.
Nope.
Okay,
Because
push it back.
if you eat the string, it'll get stuck in your throat.
And roll. Gonna roll closed, okay? So we're going to start with our center string and secure it first. Get our center string.
Are we going to tie it up?
Yes, we're going to tie it closed
So it won't fall out.
so the stuffing won't fall out. So you pull it tight as you can and tie it in a knot so it doesn't come loose. Double knot, okay? Then we're going to do the next row.
Just like you did with the other one.
Just the same way. We're going to repeat. So I'll probably end up needing to use probably all the string. That's not the right one. Okay, it's this one. Pull it tight as I can and tie it.
As tight as she can. You double knot it.
Okay, I'm gonna grab this one.
And do
Gonna
the
go
same
up a
thing.
little bit higher, a little bit closer to that other one. Same thing, pull it tight,
Pull it tight.
tight as I can get it.
And make a knot.
Because when it bakes, it's gonna try to pop open. So I gotta put it tight. Okay,
We don't want that.
we don't want that. So I'm gonna come down here, do the same thing. Pull it tight, tight, tight.
As she can.
Tight, tight, tight as I can. And then make a knot. And another knot. Okay, gonna take this string, come down on this end. That stuffing trying to come out of there.
Can't let it come
It's
out.
trying to escape, but we're not gonna let it escape. We're not going to let it escape.
Just
Pull that string tight, tight, tight. Then tight again. Then tight again.
Granny, why is it making that sound?
Because that string is getting tighter.
One more.
Gonna put another one down here. Right here. We're gonna pull it tight. Tight, tight, tight.
As she can.
Tight, tight, tight.
As she can.
And tie it and tie it. And we're gonna remove this string once the food is done. We'll take the string off before we serve it, of course.
So don't eat it.
Yes, because that's not something you want to eat. Okay, so I'm gonna push this in really tight. Some people even tie the ends like that, but I don't think I need to do that much. I'm just gonna get as close to the end as I can. And pull it tight as I can. Okay.
That is a lot of string.
I may decide to tie the ends. I'm gonna think about it. I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna tie the ends yet. Make a little butt. Okay, now, these are the two ends. What do you think, Bella? I think I will. I'll tie the ends. No, I'm not gonna tie the ends because if you bake it with the ends not tied, then these ends will still be just as pretty as the center part of it. Okay?
Ooh, pretty.
So there you go. Two. Now we're gonna put the fat side down on this rack over here. Excuse me, Bella. Okay, we're gonna get this rack. We're gonna put this on here, fat side down. This is a rack. Turn it sideways.
If you don't know what it's called.
It's called a baking rack or a frying rack, however you want to use it. Okay, so it's got space at the bottom of this pan. So you take your chicken broth, you pour it at the bottom because that's going to make the gravy for the pork loin,
Are we
remoulade.
going to put it on the food?
No, we're going to put some seasoning on top of the meat. Okay? And what we're going to do next is we're going to take our apples and we're going to, our pears and our apples, and we're going to put them on the side of the meat. Just on the side. Then I'm going to pour this juice over the meat. Can of pear juice. I left that out of the recipe. Okay, then I'm gonna take this apple, I'm gonna slice it. And we're gonna put these slices on the side as well for garnish. Okay, we don't want no core. So take that part off.
We don't want the seed.
No, we don't want the seed. We don't want the core of the apple. You can use a decorer if you want to. Just slice it in some slices. And just put that on the side as well. Okay. And all of that's going to bake together. And that's all you do. And here you go. We're going to put this in the oven, bake it for an hour at 375 degrees. We're going to check it with our thermometer, our food thermometer. We're going to put it in the center after about maybe 45 minutes to check the temperature. The temperature in the center, or at the thickest part, is 165 degrees. Then we know that it's done. Okay? We'll know that the center is done. All right, we're going to put it in the oven. We'll come back when everything's done. Okay, guys, I just took the pork roulade out of the, it's a pork loin, but it's called a pork roulade because it's stuffed. Okay, so I just took it out of the oven. I did a few changes. I brushed it with some butter just to brown it on the top. I took the the fruit, and I put it on the bottom of the pan with the juices. And I added some more chicken broth because the chicken broth that I added initially had just dried up. So I put some more chicken broth in the bottom of the pan along with the pears and the apples. So that's going to be a glaze that we're going to use. Okay, so then I'm going to just let this cool, and then I'm going to cut these off. It's already cool, so I'm going to cut these off right now. Okay, so I'm going to grab my scissors, I'm going to cut them off, and then I'm going to put it on this foil. And I'm not ready to serve it, so I'm going to put it in the foil. And when I get ready to serve it, which will probably be tomorrow, it'll be ready to serve. But I'm going to slice a piece so you guys can see what it looks like on the inside. Okay, cut it. My kitchen shears. I only use these shears for the kitchen, for food. Don't use it for anything else. Okay, so taking this, cutting these pieces of cooking, I guess you call it cooking twine or cooking, I don't know. I'm not a chef, so I don't know what it's called. I just know that I use it. It's cooking baker's, I think it's called baker's twine or something like that. I may be wrong, so you guys correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about what I'm calling it. But you definitely want to cut that off because you don't want that in your meal, okay? So cut that out of there. So I'm cutting it out. You definitely don't want that in our food. So cut that out, top and bottom, okay? Then I want to get 2 forks. I'm going to transfer this to the aluminum foil, okay? So, my aluminum foil right here. Get 2 forks. Oops. See, it's already trying to come open. Let's get this wire off of here. I mean, this twine off of here. Okay. Make sure I got all my twine off. Some of it may move over, but I can take it off once I move it over. Okay, grab it. Like so. However you want to grab it, the best you can. Transfer it to the aluminum foil. Turn it. Pull all the twine. Oh my gosh. I just broke my little spoon rest thing, but it's okay. It was on the edge and it fell off. Okay. So just take all that off. Oh God. Okay, take all that off. I don't know where this recording left off because it's in low battery mode. But I've got all my twine off. Okay. Then I've got it in the foil. It's beautiful, so beautiful. Now I'm gonna slice a piece of it. So I'm gonna grab my knife and we're gonna slice it. See what it looks like, okay? Let's just slice one piece on the end. And the end doesn't tell you the true look of the stuffing. So I'm gonna slice it some more. Okay. Slice it one more time. It's starting to part open, but it looks delicious. Look at that. That looks awesome. See that piece right there? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna pick it up. Look at that piece right there. Oh my gosh, it looks so great. I'm sure it tastes just as good. So we will come back once we put it on a plate so you can see what it really looks like. I'm tasting it right now. Tastes so great. And I'm just gonna put it in this aluminum foil overnight. I'm gonna let it cool off right now. And then I'm gonna close it up in aluminum foil, okay? So we'll come back once we plated it, okay? With our vegetables. Okay guys, I'm preparing to go along with my pork tenderloin, some potatoes, diced potatoes. So I took 2 different types of diced potatoes. I have red diced potatoes on this side and the white diced potatoes on this side. To it I added one of the pouches of the Lipton Recipe Secrets Onion Mushroom mix. So I added that with a tablespoon of vegetable oil. I used olive oil. So I put it in a big plastic bowl. I poured the vegetable oil on top of the potatoes, and then I emptied the packet of this onto the potatoes, gave it a good stir, stirred it up really well, and then poured it into this pan. So I'm going to put this pan in the oven, bake it at 425 degrees for about maybe 30 minutes, and we'll see what happens. So we'll come back. This is going to be one of the side dishes to go with the pork loin, and then I'm also going to make some beans, some green beans. So this will be our meal. This will be our meal. Can't get it out for today. All right, we'll be back. Okay guys, now I'm preparing this fresh green beans. I bought these green beans at the grocery store in the produce section. So basically all I did was I took them, I don't even snap the ends off of them. I just added some garlic powder to them. Okay, stirred it up. I added some olive oil onto it in this bowl. Then I also added some chopped onions. So basically, all I'm going to do, and some salt, a little bit of salt. So I'm just stirring it, just, tossing it around in a bowl to get it stirred very well, mixed well, all the seasonings mixed well with it. And the only other thing I'm going to add is some pepper. So I'm going to take some pepper, grab my pepper. I'm just going to do a few shakes of pepper on here, like that. Okay, I'm going to take it and I'm going to stir it again so that all of my greens will get the same amount of seasonings. And I'm going to put some pepper on this side. I love pepper. And this cracked pepper is the best. I love pepper, but pepper doesn't love me so much because it always makes me sneeze. But anyway. Now if you want to make yours spicier, you can add more ingredients. You can add some Mrs. Dash to it. I might do a little bit of that. Just give it some flavor, some more flavor. So yeah, I think I'm gonna add some Mrs. Dash. This is a garlic and herb seasoning, salt-free, okay? So we're gonna add some of this to it. And we're gonna stir that up. Mix it well. Since it doesn't have salt, I already added my salt. You guys who have high blood pressure or other medical problems, Mrs. Dash is great for that. So it doesn't have, you can buy it with no salt. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in a sheet pan, and I'm going to put it in the oven and roast these green beans. So let me pull out my sheet pan. Oh gosh, it's way under there, so I'm gonna make a lot of noise. I'm gonna pause the camera. Okay, got my sheet pan here. I'm going to just spread this out on the sheet pan. Pour my oil, my seasoning that was in the pot, in the pan, the bowl, I'm sorry, onto this. Okay, put that to the side, and just spread out your vegetables so that they can roast pretty good. Spread them out on your sheet pan. Okay, like I said, I'm just gonna throw this in the oven for about 15-20 minutes, 30 minutes, see what happens. Once I see them turning brown, then I'll know that it's ready. It's time to take them out. And they're gonna be crisp and fresh. All right, check back with me in a few minutes. Okay, here are the roasted potatoes. I've taken them out of the oven. They look delicious. And here are the roasted green beans, ready to be served. All right, I'm getting ready to plate the dish. Thank you guys for watching Ella Dishes It Out. Look for this recipes and more on my YouTube channel, Ella Dishes It Out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like and subscribe and share. Bon appetit.